Great job, band. So give me an idea of what ages you are. 9th grade? 8th grade? 7th grade? All 7s? Okay, fantastic. So my name is Bill Dyer, and I'm from Aberdeen, Washington, and we have 7 minutes together because we need to get off stage. We got a bit of a late start. We need to get the next band started right at 1:30. So for the next 7 minutes, I'm going to give you just a couple of small details of things that I heard, but I want you to overall understand that for a 7th grade band, you're playing very, very well, exceptionally well. You have the first thing that I hear is a gorgeous tone quality. Okay, and after all, that's the first thing that everyone's going to want, is a really good tone quality on their instrument. So no matter how high, fast, or loud you can play, if you have a poor tone, who wants to listen to it? So you play really, really well with a gorgeous tone. All 3 pieces, no matter what style we're doing, whether it's accented parts or syncopated, or whether you've got the lyrical sections, you do a really nice job of maintaining a good overall tone quality, sitting up tall using lots of good air. So fantastic, all right? A couple of small details for us to work on. Let's look at the very last piece, sentinels and trumpets. You're over here. Can we look at measure 7? What's that rhythm called? It's got a little 3 over it. Yes, triplets. Very good. Any idea what I want to work with on the triplets there? Yeah. Evening them up. That's right. So I want an whole band say triplet for me. Ready? Triplet, 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 triplet. Now say triplet, triplet. Do that. Triplet, triplet. Okay? So show me now whether you thought the first way or the second way was a proper triplet. Show me now with your fingers. Triplet, triplet, or triplet, triplet. Which way is even? The first way is all even. The second way is what musicians usually want to do. Triplet is actually 2/8 and a quarter. So we need to even these out. All right? So trumpets, you start with a rest, don't you? So in your head, subdivide. Rest, bum, 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 bum. Every one of them should be the same length. Can we try that, please? It's all trumpets, isn't it? 7? One, 2, 3, 4. So I'm hearing da 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 da. Just play the first note for me and hold it. E. Ready? F. We're not going to play anything except for an E. So chin up. Ready? Play E and. Okay, good. Now you can play just that note on triplets. Ready? And triplet, triplet, triplet. Good, now play those straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's better. So that's a picky thing, isn't it? Okay, but important because the composer wrote it that way. He really wants a specific triplet. The other picky thing about sentinels was who's doing a nice job on those maracas? Nice job. So with my percussionists, they always want to go cha, 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 and you hear the accent coming out, and you don't hear the back accent. So you can say a 4-syllable word, Carolina, Carolina. Yeah, that way you hear ch, 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 rather than ch, ch, ch. Okay, but really in time, nice job with multiple percussion things happening. Good. All right, we're getting to 3 minutes. Let's look at the pavane. So what was this written for? Do you remember? Yeah. Yeah. What's an infant? Baby. All right. So it's a very emotional piece, isn't it? So at the very beginning, the composer wrote in the composer notes that he would like to have the crescendo diminuendo, which sometimes we call hairpins, in the flute and in the clarinet. He would like those exaggerated. All right. So who are the flutes and clarinets in the band? Front 2 rows. So I'd like you to exaggerate that. He also said that once you get to a point where the piece is well played, which it is, then you can add rubato. Have you heard that word before? Rubato? We're going to stretch the phrase. Stretch the phrase. Maybe more than you're comfortable with. So let's try that from the beginning. More exaggeration of dynamics and stretch the long phrase. 2, 3, and. hear more clarinet dynamic contrast than flute. So what I tell my students is when you see a crescendo, it actually doesn't mean get louder, it means start soft. So if you start soft, then you have room to grow. Okay? Kind of a beautiful sound, but start softer, and then that way your crescendo will be more obvious. Try it again. Let's try it next. Ready, and. Too loud. Too loud. You don't have much place to grow. Okay? Ready. Now we're past it. 8, 2, 3, measured 8. Different than your conductor and different than one of the other adjudicators and everyone else. But for me, I want that phrase even longer. And maybe you could like put a fermata to that note. These are small little details, but I think this is just such an emotional piece. Just flows. Now let's keep on going. We're at 13. 2 and and you can do it differently every single rehearsal. You should keep it fresh and beautiful. So you're doing a really nice job, and you can keep doing that hairpin crescendo diminuendo that you were doing. I don't know if you realized, but you kept on doing that, even though it wasn't written, because musically that makes more sense. So really nice job. Can't wait to hear the next group from your school. If you're 7th grade, is the next group younger or older? What a fantastic group. Congratulations.